Alright, about to go for a run. I haven't eaten yet. What time is it? 1 o'clock? It's 1:30. Haven't eaten yet. I've had 3 coffees with 2 tablespoons of heavy cream and 1 tablespoon of coconut oil in each. So pretty good amount of fat source there. For breakfast, I'm gonna have cured ham and cheese, and that's it. I'm doing like a whole 0 to 10 gram total carb month-long experiment right now. So that's what I'm gonna have for breakfast. But right now I'm gonna go for a quick jaunt. Haven't been running like at all for like the past year or 2 maybe. So I ran for the first time yesterday. I got 2.5 miles in, 2.41 to be exact. I have to go for a run now, so I will see you in a little bit. All right. Just got done running. I did another 2.41 miles. Actually, wait, that's a different one. Hold on. Hold that thought. I did 2.42 miles today. 21 minutes, 13 seconds, 8:45 pace, and a supposed 315 calories. Super hot, super sweaty. It's like 100 degrees out here. Humid Arkansas temperature. But I'm really enjoying this. Like I just plug in my podcast, my audiobook. Today I listened to Tim Ferriss's podcast. Now I'm about to make breakfast. So it is 2 o'clock, 2:05, haven't eaten yet. I'm about to show you what that's going to be. So see in a little bit. I apologize for the background hum. That's my AC working overtime. So sorry about that. Got this big old thing of cured ham. I'm doing 6 ounces at a time on that. I'm also going to do a cup of cheese. Not gonna lie, since I've been doing the 0 carb for the past 3 days, I've noticed less inflammation. I've lost a lot of water weight, even though I wasn't doing that high of carbs to begin with. And interestingly enough, I don't have any more like acid reflux after I eat. So interesting stuff. This meal, after it's all done, I'll tell you what the macros are on it, so give me just a minute. Alright, so here's this. We got the 6 ounces of cured ham, absolutely covered in 1 cup of cheese. The macros break down to, what do we got here? 57 grams of protein, 1.5 carbs, and 79 grams of fat for a total of 956 calories. So, pretty cheesy, pretty tasty, pretty keto. About to dig in. Alright, what's up everybody? We just pulled up to Sam's Club. I'm gonna give you a quick little walk around of Sam's Club. It's pretty similar to Costco, a couple differences. I got pretty used to Costco. I love Costco, but Sam's Club is pretty nice too. I get my discounted gas, and we get like we upgraded our membership so we can come in like 2 hours before everybody else is allowed to come in, which is nice because I don't have to fight the lines. Unfortunately, it's like rush hour right now, so people are gonna be looking at me weird in there filming, but I don't care. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of show you what some of the basic groceries I'm gonna be getting are at Sam's Club. Then we're probably gonna hit up Whole Foods. Whole Foods is much more pricey, but you get a lot of that specialty, organic, natural food items, which I've come to learn to love on the keto diet. So I'm gonna show you that as well. Yeah, so here we go, Sam's Club bound. I didn't see this at Costco. It's just pork belly. It's like super thick bacon basically, and this is, it doesn't have the macros on, you have to Google it, but this is gonna be like really cheap bacon. It's not preserved at all, so it's kind of better in that sense. Probably gonna be getting this and having this after I ran that cured ham, so it's a plus. We got some kielbasa here, beef. These are really good, they're already cooked, so I have to use one more from the microwave. Really good macro profile, 200 calories, 17 fat, only 1 gram of carb, and 9 grams of protein, so a much higher fat ratio. And these taste super good, they're really easy, so we'll be getting some of these for sure. Alright, I'm a huge fan of the Kerrygold butter. I have not tried this one, Al Fresco Farms, but it's small batch, grass-fed, salted butter. So we're gonna try this and compare it to the Kerrygold and see what we think. At Costco we had that 40% heavy whipping cream, which actually had more fat than this, and it was thicker and I think tasted better. But this is what we have to work with, so this is what we're gonna give. This is only 50 calories opposed to that one being 60. I think the other one had 6 grams of fat, this one's got 5, so it's a little bit thinner, but we'll work with it. Most pre-cooked meats have like a lot of preservatives in them. A lot of them have a lot of carbohydrates in them from like a sugary sauce. Like the barbecue, it's gonna be a really sugary sauce. Just now looking at it, 17 grams of carbs. This beef brisket is actually really impressive. It's got 0 carbs. 21 grams of protein, 19 grams of fat, and it's basically just salt, pepper, and seasoning. So not a whole lot of preservatives in here either. So quick, easy, already cooked food. Be getting this for sure. All right, I just showed y'all the beef brisket here. I also saw this pulled pork. It doesn't have near as much fat. It's only got 4 grams of fat, 0 carbs, and 13 grams of protein. Not a whole lot of added stuff other than the seasoning and salt, which is good. So apart from it not having enough fat, this would be a good choice. You can add fat to it like butter or olive oil, coconut oil, but another good option. Kind of staying on the theme of quick and easy, these beef patties are already cooked. There's not a whole lot of preservatives, 24 grams of protein, 21 grams of fat, and 0 carbs. So just heat and eat, and there's not a whole lot of preservatives, so I like them. A lot of these are in my contest prep, so I'll be eating more of these, by golly. Alright, I want to talk to you about cheese balls right now. This is a good snacking option, but not if you're on keto. So, if you're on keto, we're going to take it over this way. I'm going to grab one of these pork rinds. This is the value pack right here. And we got 5 grams of fat, 8 grams of protein, and a whole lot of love. So, swap the cheese balls out for some good old pork rinds. Alright, so both Costco and Sam's Club have almond butter. Not gonna lie though, I think Costco's was better. This one has a little less fat, or a little less total calories. This is 190. Costco's was 210, but there's 1 more gram of sugar in here. But either way, almond butter is just dead sexy delicious. And both of them, the only ingredients was almonds and salt. So when you're buying a nut butter, look for that. Make sure it's just got like the nut itself and then salt, but not a bunch of sugar or syrups or anything like that. So still pretty good. Alright, this is organic black chia seeds. Let's talk about this for a little bit. I'm not gonna bash it or not because I got a huge bag from Costco before we moved. But a lot of people ask me, what do you do? You know, if you're not regular on keto, we're gonna talk doo-doo for a minute here. If you're not regular on keto, which is common, you know, you need to kind of mix it up, add some fiber, but you don't want to have a whole bunch of carbs. So what do? One of my favorite go-tos is I'll get 2 tablespoons of black chia, 2 tablespoons of ground flax meal, boil about a cup of water, slowly stir that in, and then it congeals. This congeals and thickens and volumizes that dish. And you wind up with like a keto oatmeal, and then you add your butter to that, your almond butter, and then any other goodness you want. There's like 13 grams of carbs per 3 tablespoons in here, but 11 of that is fiber. It's all insoluble fiber, so it's just gonna go right through. It's not gonna be broken down and absorbed by the body. So, highly recommend this stuff. Alright, so sauces. I like sauces a lot because unlike, you know, a lot of salad dressings or, you know, like just Alfredo sauces, they're pretty low in calories. I use them a lot when I'm in prep. You have to be careful because if you get ones like the pineapple chunks, you're gonna have a lot of sugar. This has only got 2 grams of total carbs, 1 gram of sugar per 2 tablespoons. So, pretty good stuff. Alright, Sam's Club, I'm proud of you. We got some real crumbled bacon here. A little different look than the Costco brand, but they're both about the same on the macros. There is sugar in the preservative, but it's just a preservative, so this isn't ideal. You know, you do have some preservatives in here, but all in all, it's a pretty good bet. And then check this out. Costco had the cheese wisps. This one's got, I don't know what brand this is. What brand is this? Am I looking right at it? Kitchen Table Bakers, I guess, is the brand. But Parmesan crisps, so the only ingredients are Parmesan cheese and salt. So pretty good option there. It's 0 carbs, 9 protein, 7 fat. Super good, you know, crunch. Like this definitely replaces chips. If you got like a good craving for chips and a crunch, you can sub in these. They're good, like sprinkled on top of your salads. So, big fan of these cheese crisps. Alright, coconut oil. I think the Costco brand was much bigger. The container was much larger. I don't remember what it cost, but this is 13 bucks for, what is this? 1.75 quarts. So, Obviously, coconut oil on keto, you can't go wrong there, and it's unrefined and organic, so I'm a big fan of this stuff. Alright, so everybody likes nuts, obviously. Really good crunch, really good, dense, calorically dense, keto approved macronutrient profile on most nuts. The 3 best are probably your macadamia nuts, your pine nuts, and your pili nuts, which is kind of a new phenomenon, P-I-L-I nuts. But yeah, those 3 can't go wrong. The walnuts, the cashews, you're gonna have a little bit higher carb content, but something like this, really good ratios, higher fat. I mean, this is 23 grams of fat per 4 grams of carbs and 5 grams of protein, so a much higher fat ratio. So, good stuff. Alright, so obviously you gotta have your pink Himalayan sea salts to supply kind of like your electrolytes, the sodium levels. I normally perform best around 4,000 milligrams of this a day. A lot of people ask me about iodized salts. Are they the same? They're not created equal. You're gonna get a lot more of your minerals through the Himalayan sea salt. I mean, this is all the good stuff is stripped out of this iodized salt. So, given the 2, go for the pink salt for sure. It tastes much better anyways. This right here is only $3 here at Sam's Club, so you can't beat that. Make sure you're getting enough of this for sure. Actually, somebody asked me what's the best way to kind of measure how much this to take, and what I recommend doing is getting an empty seasoning container and then measuring out, 4 tablespoons or whatever. Not tablespoons, don't do that. Don't do 4 tablespoons. That's a big mistake. 4 teaspoons a day, depending on what your levels are, and then filling that container up. And as long as you're salting your foods and emptying that container throughout the course of 24 hours, you're probably getting enough of your salt in. So that'd be my go-to tip for ensuring your sodium levels are high enough. Alright, almond flour. Obviously, if you're on keto, you're not going to be using regular flour, which is over there. So you're going to go opt for the almond flour or coconut flour. There's several different variations now, especially more coming out with the popularity of low carb coming out. But almond flour is a good go-to. This has got 9 grams of carbs, 3 grams of fiber, 1 gram of sugar per 1/4 cup, which is kind of high. Honestly, the Bob's Red Mill is not my preferred brand, but that's often what's in these big wholesale supply stores like Costco and Sam's Club. But yeah, almond flour all the way for sure. Now, I know we're talking about diet and nutrition. This is an overall health channel. We're talking about overall health. You gotta brush your teeth. You gotta have that dental oral hygiene. Your whole life's gonna be better for it. So, by the way, oh, actually I can tie this in pretty nicely. With keto, you're not eating all that sugar. It's gonna give you cavities. So you don't even need to brush your teeth as often, but still do it anyways, twice a day at least. I'm gonna talk about Zip Fizz real quick. Everybody's always asking me, what can I do to make sure I get my electrolytes in? You get your sodium from the pink salt. What about potassium and magnesium? The FDA regulated that most potassium pills are capped at 99 milligrams. If I'm getting about 4,000 milligrams of sodium, I'm shooting for about 3,000 milligrams of potassium. That's going to be a ton of those little pills, which is just a waste of my time. So, I'll either eat an avocado, which has got about 1,000 milligrams of potassium in it, but a whole avocado's got a lot of fiber and a lot of carbs that I'm trying to avoid, especially now that I'm doing like this whole 0 to 10 carb experiment. Zip Fizz, on the other hand, has got 950 milligrams of potassium per tube, so basically the same as a whole avocado. It tastes really good. I'll add this intro workout and drink this throughout my workout, and I've noticed I get better pumps during my gym session while drinking on the Zip Fizz. So, tastes really good. Great way to get your electrolytes and your, vitamins and whatnot. So, big fan of this stuff. One thing Sam's Club's got on Costco is I get to do these self-checkouts. I got the power right now. Can't take this from me. Check that out. Watch this. Wait a minute. Where's the scanner? Boom. Alright, so that was Sam's Club. We're gonna go to Whole Foods today. We'll save that for another trip because we got a lot of footage here. I don't want it to be too long a video. We're gonna go home, cook some food, and wrap up the day here. But that should give you a pretty good idea comparing and contrasting Costco and Sam's Club. And I'm gonna get something to eat, so I'll catch you later.